I'm an islander.
I am an islander. Yes, it is true. I finally saw Come From Away and I am so happy that I did. I am repping that merch. Oh, it was so good. I wish I could just magically send all of you to go see it because it's just one of the best musicals I've ever seen. I made a video about Come From Away back when I very first listened to the cast recording. That was in November of 2017 and now here I am ready to talk about it. I asked you guys to send me some questions on Instagram for me to discuss and I'm so excited to dive right in. I didn't really pre-plan this or think about any of my answers, so anything I say is just off the top of my head without much thought at all. Okay, so Rachel asks, thoughts on the costume changes for character changes? Yes, I am here for that. I loved it. It was so subtle, but so effective. I was never confused about who was who or about what was going on. I think it's really cool that they double cast it and use those very subtle changes to differentiate between characters, because it's kind of like maybe I'm thinking about this a little too deeply. I was about to say deeply and I was like, is deeply a word? Anyway, but it's kind of like how we're all so similar. Like, it's such a small world, we're all human beings and at our core we're pretty similar, and so like it just takes those subtle changes. I don't know. What am I saying? Do you think it deserved more Tonys? Totally. What year was it in? Was it the same year as Hamilton? Because if it was, that's probably why it didn't get as many as it should have. Cheyenne asks, do you feel that Come From Away is underrated? And I say 100%. I definitely think it's underrated, underappreciated. I think with the hype of Hamilton and Dear Evan Hansen and even like Waitress, that it kind of gets a little bit lost, which makes me really sad because it is amazing. Melinda asks, who is your favorite character? I love you so much, Jonna. You're such an inspiration to me. Thank you so much. I love you too. And my favorite character, I feel like I'm tempted to say like Beverly and Annette, but also I like Kevin T. I really liked Andrew's performance. He is from the touring cast. I really liked him. He reminds me so much of Jonah Platt. I don't know what it is, but the whole time I was like, why? You look like Jonah Platt. But Beulah is such a nice character. I love Beulah. And Hannah, like, I feel like there's no character in this that I don't like. Nikki asks, would you suggest seeing it? I've only seen the show trailer and I really want to see it. Go see it if you can. If you are able, please go see it. You will not regret it. A lot of people ask me what my favorite song is, and to that I say that is a great question. I actually really love Welcome to the Rock, and I know it's like the opening number, so maybe it's not like an amazing original opinion, but I love it so much. It's so catchy. I could sing it all day. But I also really like Me in the Sky, of course. I like Blankets and Bedding because I think it's funny. I think Somewhere in the Middle of Nowhere is like really beautiful and powerful. Like, all of the songs are great in their own way. Reagan asks, would you recommend this for a person not in touch with their feelings? I guess. I actually would recommend this for everyone. I feel like if you show this to somebody, if you take them to see it and they're not in touch with their feelings, they will be after it. Dejan asks, what's the first song you heard? Mine was Me in the Sky. Mine was Welcome to the Rock because I listened to the cast recording in order. What was the biggest difference between seeing it and listening to the soundtrack? Actually, I was surprised by how funny this show is. When I was listening to the cast recording, that didn't really come across because there's a lot of like little interludes that are actually pretty funny. For example, my now favorite part of this show is when, what's the character's name? Hold on. I think his name might be Bob. He was played by James Earl Jones II, who is a genius comedic actor, let me just say. And he was talking about how the mayor he was staying with told him to go and steal everyone's grills and barbecues, and that whole scene was so funny. I was like crying laughing. And I never would have guessed that from listening to the cast recording. Amelia asks, what's the set like? The set is very simple, but very effective. And the way that they use chairs is super cool. The way they're able to transform settings with just like a few simple chairs is crazy. Alice says, the staging! All of it! I know! The staging is crazy. It is so, like, nobody missed a beat. Everything was done to perfection. The staging was just so impeccable. It was like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was so perfect. Everything. Did you know the show before? If not, what was your first impressions? Also, love you so much. Love you too. I did know it before from listening to the cast recording, and I immediately fell in love with it after listening, and now I love it even more. So those are my thoughts on Come From Away. Let me know in the comments some of your answers to these questions, like who is your favorite character? I know it's hard to pick, and your favorite song? I know it's hard to pick. I love you all. Stay beautiful, you people. Bye. Welcome to the rock if you come from away. Hey. Just cast me already, guys.